everybody, welcome to another stream of Minecraft. Now, we did quite a bit since the past episode. We ended up decorating down in our little basement, and I made it a little bit bigger too. And I did leave this running overnight, so we do have quite a bit of the dust. And yeah, other than that, everything's the same. I just used black and blue sandstone for the floor, kiwi for the walls, and diorite for the top. And that's where it gets its look from. I kind of like that flower out there. Now, I was getting prepared. As you see, I have 8 pistons to make more inscribers, because we're going to start trying to get into applied energistics. Now, in order to do this, we're going to need the inscribers, yes. Char right here. And I just want to get into applied energistics before... What happened to all my iron? Before we get into quarries and stuff like that. Just because once we get into quarries, it's going to be very hard to keep up with all the materials we're going to be getting in our system. But at this point, we should be okay. So let's get this. 3, 4... and 4 of these. Now, we just got to figure out where we're going to put the stuff. And I'm kind of thinking along this wall here. Now, I am going to put it one space away from the walls. That way, if we need to pipe stuff in, we can do so. Which I think if we do like this, I think this would be perfect. 'Cause then we could get some pipes on the inside too. We could get pipes on the back. We could get pipes on the top. It's either that, or I put it against the wall in the same orientation and then run the power behind. Because I think if we ran the power behind, then we could kind of hide the power cables a little bit. So we might end up doing that. But if we're going to do this, we're going to have to break into our freshly made wall, which is okay. Figure out where we're going to pull it back from, which probably right behind here would be best. And we'll bring it on down. I'll bring it right along the roof until we get to where we need it to go. That way we have a little walk area behind the wall if we ever need. And luckily, since we're using kiwi for the walls, we just have to follow the black to figure out where this is going to go. And we also have to make sure we keep this place or area back here lit up so that mobs aren't spawning while we're not back here. Okay, so it seems like... No, we gotta go one more block and then we turn in. But it will be very nice having this little area behind our wall. Okay, let's just get to the end of this wall, and then after that we won't have to worry about having to come back here. There, okay, so we reached the end of this wall. Now there's no chance that we will have to come back here again. But let's get all this set up. Hopefully I have enough cable. I should. And it'll probably be easier to run it back like this. And then run it out this way. Just like this. Now that we have our power set up, we can put our kiwi back in place. And now it's pretty kinda not really well hidden. We could always add some kiwi behind there where that dirt is to kinda further hide it. But now when we place down our inscribers, we should just be able to break behind where we're gonna put them. And we'll have power cable right there. So we got 3, 4, 5. I mean, we could even actually put them inside the wall. But if we were to put them inside the wall, then we would have to figure out a way to get other cables inside of it. Which, at the moment, we don't have that. But now all our inscribers are where they need to be. And this is where we're gonna pull out our backpack, I believe, which is probably where it is. I would hope. Yes. Okay, so our little presses that we found inside the meteor that we were checking out the other day, these will go in here. So we got the logic press. Now if we hit use on the logic press, we could see what it needs. So it says shattered singularity, which I guess there's quantum presses as well. And we could also make more logic presses, but this will take gold. This will take Certus quartz, I believe. Well, let's check anyways. Yes, this will take Certus quartz. This one will take silicone, obviously. And the engineering. Which one does this take? I forget what the engineering one takes. This one will take diamond. So we are going to need quite a bit of diamond as well. But that should be okay. We could pipe everything into it once we have applied energistics. For now, we could just do it manually. And then in this one, this is where we will press all of our things together. Because once we get the silicone and the logic and all that, you got to press it together into a single circuit. But now that we're waiting, let's get a stack of gold. And luckily we don't need any redstone, or not redstone, any iron to do this. We're going to need a stack of Certus quartz. And I don't think we have a stack of diamonds. No. So we'll try to leave that for now. We don't need redstone, but we will need silicone. Which, if I remember correctly, in order to get silicone... I don't actually remember how to get silicone. Alright, so I guess we gotta figure out where we're gonna get silicone from too. But for the meantime, we could come over here to the logic and put our gold in, and that'll start working. And then we could come over here to the calculation and put this in, and this will start working. So these will slowly over time do it, and they are pretty slow off the bat, but you can put acceleration cards in them, but it will cost more power. But for now, we could kind of just let it sit here and do its thing, and eventually it will get through all 64. Alright, but right now we got to figure out where we're going to get silicone from. So we get silicone from, we could either make silicone essence, or we can, oh, okay, so we got to smelt the Certus quartz dust. Which luckily we have a butt ton of silicone dust. And a decently fast furnace to do so. So let's let this smelt up. I'll probably grab a few stacks to run through it. just so we don't have to worry about silicone for a while. There we go. So now we have our stack of 64 and we can throw this in there as well to run. And once we get more of the automation process set up, we'll be able to get even more Certus Quartz dust, charged Certus Quartz, and everything like that. But for now, we could just leave this like this. That's all we should need for now. And then, while this is running, we can start to figure out what we need to actually set up our thing. So we're going to need a ME controller to start, and we only need one. You can get more in the future, but we definitely don't have enough materials to do that right now. We are going to need one of these circuits. So that's one diamond down so far, and hopefully we won't need a bunch of them, because I already did use them for the diamantine crystal. So let's get our diamond in here, and we can basically make this one right away. And then we need our flux crystal and skystone block. Now that's just skystone, and then you smelt it and it gets your skystone block. We need this. We need one silicone, which we can't put it back in there, which is unfortunate. And I believe it's not gold, it's this one. And then if we put, no, it's redstone. Actually, I lied. Sorry. So if you grab a piece of redstone, now we just need a single piece. Now once we have this all automated, it will be a lot easier. And while that is going, we could get some skystone going in the furnace. And we will eventually need skystone dust too, so don't go and use all of your skystone right away and just turn it into skystone's blocks, because you will eventually need it again. And I don't know if there is a way to reverse it once it is done. And we just gotta wait for the skystone to come over. We only need 4, it seems. We are out of power, which is kind of weird. And we are running low on power on there. We might need to make more wind turbines. There we go. And once we have 4 of these, we can grab them. There we go. We could grab this guy. And then we just need our flux crystal. I think this is just going to be our applied energistics chest for now. I'll just throw everything we don't need in there, just so I'm not carrying it around on me. But now we should be able to make an ME controller. And then once we have the ME controller, we're going to need an ME drive, which is going to take 2 more engineering presses. I'm starting to think maybe we should go ahead and make the energizer, or the empower. It's just going to need a double battery, which is pretty cheap. The iron case, the display screen, which this is why we needed to go to the nether before we did, which we only have 5 nether quartz left. I think we are going to have to go back to the nether to do that, but we need to do that so we can get some fortune going. Because once we get some fortune going on our pickaxe, mining will be a lot easier. Okay, other than that, so we'll put the ME drive here. take the charger away because we don't really need that. And then once we have that, we're going to need some drives. Let's see, where are all the drives? Now there is energy storage in this as well, which is kind of cool to see. It is extremely expensive though. Yeah, so that'll be a later date. Let's see, where's all the storage? So here's all the storage drives. 64K, and it goes all the way up to 256K. And there is higher ones than that. There you have the spatial drives. But for now, we're probably only going to be able to afford the 1 MKE drive. Okay, and for this one, we were going to have everything we need for the 1K storage drives. And we're probably going to be better off with the 1Ks anyways, because we're not going to really need very much. And we could even go as far as to make the blocks and just make a blocks component. Okay, so that's the ME blocks. I'm pretty sure there's blocks for the... I'm pretty sure there's blocks for the storage. No. Okay. Alright. I thought there was blocks for that, but I guess not. So we'll just work on doing this, which is okay. So we stick everything in here. Alright, so we'll just let those go up. And that'll give us 64 of those, and 64 divided by 3. 25, 50, 75, so it's less than 25. 22? 22 or 20, and we could get the 4K storage drives, which might be worth looking into, because then we could get 20 of those, which is even more than we need. Yeah, 20 of those should be sufficient. So we're gonna actually take that out for now, and we're gonna grab 2 of these just so we can make the storage drive, or the storage drive holder, or the ME drive. luckily, these cables are pretty cheap to make. Now we're going to need flux crystals. And we're going to need a little bit of iron. Alright, so we could probably put our storage right here. I don't know if... no, okay. So it doesn't go down to where we have all our stuff. But we can make it go down to where all our stuff is in the future. But for now, we can put our ME drive here. We're going to need power to this as well. So maybe right here would be the best place. So we go like this. We could go like that, and that'll give power to the ME controller. And the ME drives are online too. Now all we need now, other than the drives, which are the components are being crafted right now, we're gonna need the crafting terminal, which is this guy here, and that's the only one we're gonna need for now, at least. Which is going to need a annihilation core and a formation core. Which doesn't seem too bad to make. We're going to need a logic processor as well. And then for the annihilation, we're going to need the same thing, which is pretty easy to make. So we're going to need one of these. We're going to need fluid stuffs, which we should have as well. Yes, we will need 2 of those. We're going to need a few of these and a couple calculation presses as well. So we're going to take this out and put our calculation in there. Which I don't know how many calculations we're going to need. We're going to need logic and 1 calculation. Okay. Right? No, 2 logics, 3 logics. This illuminated screen, we're going to need glowstone, 4 quartz glass, and iron. And then this is what we're going to need. Okay, so the crafting terminal itself is going to need a calculation press. Other than that, we can throw these guys back in there. I'll also go ahead and throw some more silicone in there. And yeah, alright. Let's go into here, grab these. Throw these in here. We won't be able to put any gold in here for now, but... And then don't we have the search quartz on us? I thought we did. So we got 2 of the formation, 2 of the annihilation, and we need the illuminated screen, which is the quartz glass, which maybe we still have quartz glass. If not, we can easily make it. And we need some glowstone, 2, 1 piece of iron, and 1 piece of redstone. Which lets us make the glass again, because we're gonna need more anyways. So we got the illuminated screens. We can make the ME terminal. Now we're just gonna need to make a crafting bench. And the crafting terminal itself. So now, now if we put it on the right way, why is that? It says it's out of power because it's not. Okay, alright. So I guess it has to have a cable. Which, if that's the case, I'm just going to put the ME controller down here, the ME drive on top of that, like that. We'll make sure this is outputting power to the left. And then on top of this, we'll put a cable. And on the cable, we'll put the screen. So now when we go in here, all our inventory will be right here. Just give me a sec here, guys, to check something. Okay, sweet. Let's go back to doing this. So we now just need to make the drives that are going to go in our storage, which we're going to need more quartz glass, which we're going to have to get more sand for the glass. But other than that, it's okay. We're going to need more of these cells, so we might actually need more iron. But we're going to be making 4K cells anyways, and in order to make the 1K cells, it's pretty cheap. Let's put all the stuff we don't need in here. And then we got the redstone, we got the surge quartz, and we have those. So we should be able to make all the 1K storage bits that we need. We should be able to make 16 of those. And then we just need the 4Ks which we're going to need more redstone. We're going to need more calculation presses. So let's grab 2 stacks of redstone. We'll grab these out of here and we'll throw these in there. Throw our redstone in, and we'll grab some silicone as well and throw that in there. And those will be crafted up. We only are going to need, I think it's a total of 8 or 10 that can fit in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Yeah. So we can fit 10 in here. So we're only going to need 10. Which I don't even think we can make 10, so that is okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and go get some glass so we can make some quartz glass right after we sleep. Which we could just easily grab all the glass we need. And we can fix this up, don't worry, I will fix it up in the future. Just so it doesn't look like that. And we'll get all this smelted up. Now the one reason we need to make sure that we have enough power to handle all of this is because if we run out of power, it's going to make us unable to get into our storage, and if we can't get into our storage, it causes a very bad time. But there. And we do have iron in here actually, which is kind of nice. Wait till we have 12 of them. Let's grab some more quartz glass, which we're gonna need. There we go. Now we should have enough quartz glass for that. We need to go grab our calculation presses. Or processors, sorry. And we'll throw these back in there so those could finish up. There we go. So I'll give us 5. So we'll be able to fill up half of it. And 4 times 5 is 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So we'll have 20,000 items available to go inside our storage at the start, which hopefully will be more than enough. And once we have our logic processors finished up, which, what were we missing? I think we're just missing Certus quartz in order to make the rest of those. But for the meantime, let's throw all of these right. we still need to make the drives, which is kind of unfortunate. Which we need iron, redstone, and the quartz glass for. The quartz glass we need 5 times 2, which is 10, which we can easily make. There we go. Now we have way more than enough quartz glass. Redstone, iron. Can we make the housings for these now? Yes. Okay, so we should just be able to do this. And this. And like this. And like this. And we only need 5. I'm not going to use any more iron than I need. And with these, we just go like this. Put our 4Ks in there. And now, we can throw all our 4Ks in there. And we can just leave them, use them, whatever. And we could even just do this. Throw everything we have inside here. Now, of course, we need our backpack. We're going to need our arrows, even though we don't really use our bow anymore. But everything can now be stored in here. And that is exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to spend some time grabbing all my stuff from here. And we're going to stick it inside our storage, because we no longer need to carry anything on us, or carry anything in chests anymore. It can all easily be put into our storage, and access from our storage. We could craft from our storage, all of that. And it's going to make our life 10 times easier. Now, the one thing I don't like about Applied Energistics is it doesn't give you an option to make something that will accept unlimited types of items. You are limited to a amount of types, if that makes sense. So this is a type, this is a type, this is a type. You can hold, let's say, 4,000 of each one of those types, but that's it. In refined storage, they give you the option to make storage units that accept infinite amounts of types, and you only have to worry about the what's it called, the amount of items you have in there, and not the type of items. And that's kind of why I wish we had refined storage in this mod pack, but unfortunately we don't. Now, I feel like I'm not going to keep all of our blocks inside here, but I will keep enough in there. Like, I'll keep the wood in there, dripstone, obsidian, of course, the sky stone, fluorite is definitely going in there. We'll keep all the building blocks is what I'm trying to say, but all the things that you could craft this will go inside there. Which I think we have enough cobblestone, and glass will go in there, netherrack, kiwi will go in there, and diorite. Other than that, everything else can stay inside here. So we throw all this in here, and as you can see, when they start to fill up, blue is medium, orange is a little close to the edge, green is good, means it's empty, and then red, it means it's full. But now, you can see, we have all our inventory all in one place. So now, let's say, we want to craft a 1K storage. We just go like this, and it pulls things from there. And we can even store items, take items. We will never have to worry about this stuff again. Which means we could get rid of these barrels, but I will keep these barrels here for now, just in case. But in the meantime, I am going to work on getting the Empower, which I'm going to need nether quartz, I believe I was saying. Essek green, which is just chiseled quartz blocks, which is 2 quartz slabs. So we are going to have to go to the nether to get more of those. Because once we have the Empower, we can make the Fortune, which is going to need the diamantine block for Fortune 1, which is kind of crazy. And then for Fortune 2, we need Empowered Redstonia, Glowstone, and an Ender Casing, which is going to need some Ender Pearls and some more diamantine crystals, and a block of black quartz. So it is pretty easy per se once we get a bunch of diamonds, and once we have Fortune 1 it will be a little bit easier too. I will grab some blocks for the nether just so we can get around a little easier. There. Alright, let's go over to the nether. Okay, there we go. We'll grab, while we're here, we'll grab redstone, we'll grab nether quartz. I'll try to grab a stack of each. What did I just get hit by? I don't know. Alright. Is this? Okay, we do have bone blocks here, which we'll have to keep in mind in case we ever need bone. Now we do have all the redstone in the world here too, because we have redstone here, which we could just crush down into redstone powder. And then we also have nether quartz here. I also see a nice amount of chest over there that I kind of want to go check out. Right. I forgot enemies were a thing. Doesn't really seem like there's that good of loot in here. We will grab some of these shroom blocks as well. Which I kind of want to grab 4 of these. 4 of these blocks. That way we could... I might grab 6 while we're here. We might as well, so I don't have to come back. I need to go back to Medcave in the first place. Okay. Alright, so we got all the shroom blocks we need. Now we just need to try to figure out where we could get some more nether quartz from. Yeah, he can stay there. Ooh, we have more unobtainium. Okay, so we gotta remember that. There's quite a bit of unobtainium. I can't say it. Unobtainium? Jeez. Over here in the nether, which is really, really nice. That was something I always had issues trying to find. But now that we know it's here, it'll make life a lot easier. Now, how many of these do we need? We need 6 blocks total. And then we have... to make the chiseled blocks. Okay, so we are going to need quite a bit. Soulstone we shouldn't need any of. Over there doesn't seem like we need anything from over there. Little bit more of this stuff. I don't I don't think these striders are mean. We will grab this codex. Nether quartz. Iron we'll definitely grab. Don't really need this. Once we get the quarry up and running, it'll be a lot easier for us to do everything here. We do need to find some netherite, and we do need to find where the ancient city is, so we could get some aluminium. What is this? That's a cool building. I think we're right outside the portal, actually, yeah. Another Pyridot. Can we turn these back into normal nether quartz? Yes, if we crush them. Okay, so I will keep some